Happy Tip Tuesday, golfers. All right, Jake, today we're going to teach people about what to do with their heads or how their heads should move during their swings by pointing out our flaws, right?
Yes, we are.
So what do we want to see? First of all, head down, head too still is not a good thing, is it?
No, agreed. Most people, when your head is moving too much, it's because your body is moving improperly. It's not because your head moved. So locking your head down to prevent it moving is actually a bad idea because it makes you unathletic.
I don't love that. To get a full backswing, I need to let my head rotate, and an inch or so of movement's not the end of the world.
Agreed. That being said, if you do turn properly, your head also shouldn't be moving around very much. So we're going to talk about what that can cause.
All right, let's look at the downswing. What's your flaw, Jake? What are you teaching people?
So generally when I swing down, especially if I'm trying to hit the ball a little too hard, I tend to get a little aggressive and I'll move my chest and head down towards the golf ball, which causes a few issues. Number one, it moves my weight to my toes, which gets me out of position too close to the golf ball. And number two, it steepens my shaft. And that's why, as a general statement, my miss is a bit of an over pull of the golf ball.
Yeah, you may pull it or cut it. You never want that lead ear to get way out in front of that ball. That'll steepen everything. Have the club dig in and pull, cut, or even slice for higher handicappers. Now, I'm the opposite. What I do during my golf swing is once I wind up, I tend to throw my legs too much, and my head will fall back. And Jake, what do we see then?
Well, number one, it robs you of power because it gets your weight moving back instead of to the target. But it also tends to make your hips move forward as your head falls back.
Come out of posture a bit.
And that makes it very difficult to keep turning through the golf ball, which means you might send your club a little more out away from you. And now you're starting to hit more blocks or hooks instead of pulls and cuts.
Yeah, exactly right. So my key thought, everyone, is not to not move my head or not to keep my head down, but in my downswing, I don't want to feel like my head is falling backwards. I need to move onto my front leg and just keep my head moving with my midsection, my upper body.
Yeah, the same way I try to feel more patient in transition and keep my shoulders and head back for a split second and then allow them to turn.
Yeah, what we don't want the head locked down. What we don't want is a lot of movement, especially in that downswing, either way forward or way back. If you work on your downswings, try to keep your head more centered, you'll hit better golf shots.
Absolutely.